Howdy ho there, Yugi tubers. It's your boy, MCool40. We're going to be looking at, got out of that voice very quickly. So what's up, guys? MCool40 here. We're going to be looking at Justin Singh's first place ARG Atlantic City deck profile. Now, I know the event was not super big, and I know you're probably more interested in seeing the Burning Abyss list that came out from UK Nationals, but it's kind of important to see that just because Trickstar Sky Strikers is the best damn deck in the current format, that there aren't alternatives to these giants. We actually saw the Pendulum version 60 cards come out, what was it, last YCS, from the young genius himself, kind of changing up a few things. And then Justin Singh took a 40 card version. I think he called the deck not 60 cards, it's not a meme or some shit. Kind of proving that, well, the deck still has a couple of interesting things going for it. We've kind of come to start seeing this deck kind of go to the wayside and a lot of things like that. But it didn't stop the innovators from messing with this deck. You've seen a lot more combos, and you've kind of gotten a new Electromite target at your disposal. What's in the match procedures when, you know, Dark Contract, of course, is probably going to burn you. But you've got actual built-in broken support into your deck with the DDD Rebel King Leonidas being something that you can actually search for at will, which is actually very beautiful. I didn't actually expect this to be relevant, actually kind of show up in Pendulum Magicians. Like, I knew Pendulum Magicians had taken a backseat. I seen a little bit of the combo videos for the 60 card version, but to see this kind of just show up out of the woodwork, granted, like I said, it was a smaller tournament, and do what it needs to do in that setting, absolutely wonderful. You know, maybe I'm just a little bit too happy over here to see it not be Trickstar Sky Striker for once in 1,000 years, but yeah, ARG Atlantic City this past weekend had 65, 66 people, something like that. This man finished first place. Like I said, not such a bad feat. But anyway, onwards and upwards to the deck profile, Space Cadet. So, Triple Curtain Riser. Once again, this is just an additional starter. If you have no monsters, you get to special summon this card from your Pendulum Zone. Literally just scale it and go. It is a high scale, which I think is one of the main complaints I think I hear from most people when it comes to Curtain Riser. Which kind of sucks, you know, having lost a lot of the lower scales that this deck had going for it. You know, you got to make some substitutions somewhere. It's just kind of, you know, at least you have a starter here. One Black Fang Magician. Once again, this is a little bit more combo-y. Just recursion from the graveyard if need be. Also another high scale. Triple Chronograph. Actually, this card actually still maintains a lot of its dominance. Her card destroyed by a battle of card effect, you can special this along with another one from your hand. Just combo extenders for days. Also being able to pop itself off for another high scale. Yeah, it's got its uses. We do miss Astrograph. I'm sure most of us do. The new combo starter. So if you Pendulum scale this guy, you can't special summon Pendulum, or you can't Pendulum summon except DDD monsters. And then, of course, that effect cannot be negated, which we don't really care about that. The thing we care about here is it can be normal summoned or set, and when it does, you get to target a DD card you control, return to the hand, or you get to add a Dark Contract. This is value time. Basically, what ends up happening is along the combo, you'll use everything with Dark Contract, and then you're going to Electromite, pop it, end up drawing a card. It's free static value, and it gets your combo started, which is pretty good. One Savant Thomas, of course, God. So during your main phase, you get to add a DDD or a DD Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. I don't really care about that. I mean, it's there. The monster effect can target one double DD card in your other Pendulum Zone. Destroy this card. And if you do, special summon one level 8 triple DDD from your deck in defense mode. Hello, Leonidas. This is why we love this card. Triple Harmonizing. I wonder to what extent this card will eventually get limited in the TCG, if at all. I mean, they check the deck relatively well, but the OCG's shown that they don't like this. 2 Jackal King, Triple Cerberus. So, here's the thing. No matter what Pendulum Magicians tend to kind of do in this day and age, Master Cerberus still grants it a lot. Being able to pop this off, level up another scale, place Master Cerberus, and do your thing. You know, those 4 counters that Cerberus has is really troublesome. I really like the fact that he is a hella good boss monster. I got to give that to Master Cerberus. And in the current format, something like this card existing definitely does help a lot of your worst matchups. And when we're looking at like the necessarily combos here, the opening hands in a little bit, you'll probably start to see that. Oath Dragon for general recursion, 2 purple poison. You don't need 3 anymore. 2's about as good as it gets, still low scale. Rescue Hamster, because comboing with this guy is still dumb. Even after everything that this deck has kind of lost, Rescue Hamster still coming to the aid. Speedroid Passing Glider, huh. If there are no monsters on the field, you can special summon this card from hand. You can only special summon the Speedroid Passing Glider once per turn this way, and then when this card distributes summon, target 1 level 4 lower Speedroid. Okay, I don't care. This is just another additional starter, actually. Just being able to special summon itself from your hand while you control no monsters. A plus your normal summon seems good to me. 3 copies of Dark Worm. Yep, because this card's nuts. Only 1 Supreme Gate 0. I guess in a world where it sucks if you open this, but the downside here is if you do end up with this, you can do things. I know some of the older predecessor builds were playing the 13th scale, which were kind of bad. Also, you know, I guess 3 copies of this, I kind of want to see 2 in here, but he did have success with 1, so once again, you just don't want to dead draw another bad card. 0's basically another copy of Garnet. One-time Gazer Magician, as explained up here, a Chronograph. Triple Wisdom Eye, because setting up those initial combos are good. Same thing with Zenganki, just another low scale. Spells 2 Dark Contract, 2 Dragon Shrine, 1 Foolish Barrel, and 1 Imperial Order. For those of you that are like, why is he playing Imperial Order? Fun fact, dropping this off of Beatrice while you're doing your general combos and resetting it with Griffin, it's pretty damn good. This card's an auto win button against a lot of decks in the current meta. I think a lot of people really discount this too. Like, oh no, Imperial Order. You flip this in certain matchups. It doesn't matter what your opponent's deck is. Like Pure Sky Sharkers, you just win. You know, it kind of sucks against regular Trickstars, but I mean, getting that initial auto win button's pretty good. 1 Zephyra Metaltron, 1 Underclock Taker, 1 Nightmare Griffin, triple Electromite, 1 Firewall, 1 Borreload, 1 Tornado Dragon, 1 Odd Eyes Absolute, 1 Norito, 1 Beatrice, 1 Dweller, 1 Ignister, and 1 Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon. Still a lot of the same combos that we've seen with the predecessors to this deck. Side deck, triple Denko Sekka. Hopefully we start to see this come up more. This card's such a blowout against regular Trickstars. It's so dumb. Having that auto win button, like, so good. Triple Lava Golem, triple Sphere Mode, 2 Evenly, triple Red Reboot, and 1 Gaga Cowboy. Hey, you know what? When you take precedence over something like Dweller, rotating them in and out depending on the matchup, you know, those end of match procedures are going to start dinging you. Ding your opponent back. You know, best way to steal games right here in End Friendships. Alright, what is this deck? What do these hands actually look like? I see starter. It sucks that this is a hard once per turn, but I mean, hey, more fodder for Electromite, I guess. Let's see here. Kepler. Why do I keep drawing all these Keplers? Hello, Darkworm. See, this is the one instance where I would want the Gate 0, I guess, to search. We have starter, depending on the hand, Chronograph, Ton Note as well. I love the fact that most everything's... Why do I keep drawing Gate 0? You see, Gate 0 heard me talking shit about it, so now it's going to keep showing up in all my opening hands. Well, we got Gate 0 here, so we'll be able to make my life a little bit better. Also with Jackal King is pretty fucking good here. Like, this hand goes places. Shouldn't end up in the standard combos, actually. We got Leonidas, but there's that Dragon Shrine again. Dragon Shrine to drop off a Darkworm seems pretty good to me. You've also got standard Magician plays there. There's that Dark Contract again with Dragon Shrine. Alright, we're pretty lit. Dragon Shrine for Darkworm, and then Dark Contract for what we want. Free cards to pop. Seems really good. Hamster here. Hamster feels kind of bad. Foolish Barrel for Darkworm. Hey, I wonder how many times like you can actually just open up Darkworm. Oh look, starter. Starter. Seems pretty good to me. Well, that's honestly all I've got for Singh's list. I'm very happy to see that this deck did something at this tier of an event. I know a lot of people probably don't discount this, but you know what? It's fine, because a win is still a win, my friend. Alright guys, that's all I got. Peace out. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.